All right, everybody, welcome back. You're joining us for another deep dive, and today we're going to be asking, is your business ready for AI agents?
Yeah, it's a big question.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And there's a lot of hype out there.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to cut through the noise. We're using this checklist. It's called AI Agent Adoption Checklist. Is your business ready?
I like it. Straight to the point. Practical.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We don't want, anybody getting lost in, marketing speak and all that. We want to figure out, is this something that's going to actually be useful for me in my business?
And I think we're going to see, there's a good chance the answer is yes. This stuff is powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's pretty amazing some of the things that it can do. So we're going to go through this checklist and just kind of talk about the different things that it brings up. And I think that you might be surprised by just how many areas AI agents can impact.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just, replacing a few tasks here and there. We're really talking about a fundamental shift in how businesses operate.
Right. Absolutely. So first up on the checklist, they talk about repetitive tasks. Now, I'm sure everyone listening can relate to this. I know I sure can. There are just those things you have to do every day, every week. They take up so much time, and honestly, they're kind of mind-numbing, right?
Oh, yeah. Data entry, scheduling appointments, sending out those follow-up emails, the stuff everyone wishes they could just skip.
Exactly. And that's where AI agents can really step in. Imagine if you could free up your team from doing those kinds of tasks.
Think about what they could do with that extra time. Focusing on strategy, building relationships, creative problem solving, that's where the real value is.
Right. And it's not about getting rid of people. It's about letting people do what people are good at, which, honestly, a lot of that repetitive stuff is better suited for an AI agent anyway.
And they're getting so good at it too. It's not just basic automation anymore. We're talking about AI agents that can learn and adapt and even anticipate your needs.
It really is remarkable how quickly this technology is evolving. And the checklist goes on to mention sales, marketing, and customer support. And that's something I was particularly interested in because I've always wondered, can an AI agent really handle those more human interactions?
Well, they're getting pretty close. Have you ever interacted with one of those AI-powered chatbots on a website?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I've had some where I wasn't even sure if I was talking to a bot or a person.
Right, they're getting that sophisticated. And they can handle a lot of the basic stuff like answering common questions, qualifying leads, even providing some personalized recommendations.
So you're saying like 2047 customer support without having to, hire a whole team to cover all the hours.
Exactly. It's about creating a seamless and responsive experience for your customers no matter when they need you.
Makes sense. Now, speaking of things that keep me up at night, how about lead qualification follow-ups and managing the CRM?
Oh, the CRM. I think every business owner has a love-hate relationship with that thing.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil.
But imagine having an AI agent that could handle a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Analyzing lead data, segmenting your audience, and even automatically sending out personalized follow-up messages.
Okay, now you're talking. That would free up so much time and mental energy. And, it's maybe a bit embarrassing to admit, but I'm not exactly a marketing whiz. So the section on SEO and content creation really caught my eye. How can an AI agent help with that?
Well, first of all, you're not alone. A lot of business owners feel overwhelmed by the constantly changing world of SEO.
Right.
But the good news is AI agents are becoming incredibly good at this. They can analyze search trends, make suggestions for optimizing your website content, even generate blog posts and social media updates that are tailored to your target audience.
Yeah. So even if you don't have a, dedicated marketing team, you can still get in the game.
Absolutely. It's about leveling the playing field and giving everyone access to the tools they need to succeed.
And, in today's fast-paced world, staying ahead of the curve is more important than ever. And I noticed the checklist also mentioned competitive analysis and market forecasting.
Oh, yeah. AI is a game changer when it comes to that kind of strategic insight. Think about it. AI can analyze huge amounts of data, looking at market trends, competitor activity, even social media sentiment.
Right. I mean, you can pick up on things that, a human analyst might miss or just take, way too long to find.
Exactly. And that kind of insight allows you to anticipate market shifts and make those data-driven decisions that can really give you an edge.
Now, speaking of things that are absolutely essential for any business these days, let's talk about cybersecurity. and protecting sensitive data.
Yeah, that's non-negotiable. You can't afford to be complacent about cybersecurity.
Not these days.
And AI can play a huge role in keeping your data safe. We're talking about AI agents that can monitor your network traffic in real time, looking for any suspicious activity, flagging potential threats, and even taking steps to prevent breaches before they happen.
It's like having a 24/7 security guard, but for your digital world.
Exactly. Always vigilant, always learning, always adapting to new threats.
Okay, so we've talked about, kind of the operations and security side of things, but what about the financial side? Can AI agents really help with, stuff like fraud detection and risk management?
Absolutely. I mean, AI is incredibly good at detecting patterns and spotting anomalies, which is crucial in finance.
Yeah.
We're talking about AI agents that can analyze transactions, identify any suspicious activity, and even assess risk profiles to help protect you from financial losses.
That's huge, especially for businesses that are, dealing with a lot of transactions every day.
Yeah, it takes a lot of the guesswork and human error out of the equation.
And, we haven't even talked about HR yet. The checklist mentions that AI agents can even be used for HR processes. And I'll be honest, that one kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, it's not the first thing that comes to mind, but when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay, break it down for me.
Well, think about the recruitment process. You could have an AI agent screening resumes, identifying the most qualified candidates, and even scheduling interviews.
Wow. So it's like, automating that initial screening process to really surface the best candidates.
Exactly. And it can even help with onboarding new hires, personalizing training programs, and even analyzing employee data to improve engagement and retention.
So it's not just about, making things more efficient. It's about creating a better employee experience overall.
Right, using AI to support your team and help them thrive.
Now, all of this leads up to, I think, what is probably the most important aspect of all of this, data-driven decision-making. And it seems like, this is really where AI agents can shine.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about taking all that data that businesses are collecting and actually using it to make smarter decisions.
Right. Because it's not enough just have the data. You got to know what to do with it.
Exactly. So imagine, let's say you're trying to decide whether to launch a new product. An AI agent can analyze all the relevant data, market trends, consumer behavior, social media sentiment, even your own sales history.
So you're going in with a really clear picture of the potential risks and rewards.
Exactly. It's about moving away from gut instinct and making decisions based on real-time data and solid analysis.
It's really pretty incredible to think about all the ways AI agents can impact a business. It's a lot to take in, and I'm curious, what excites you the most about this whole thing?
For me, it's the potential to level the playing field. We're talking about tools and insights that were previously only accessible to large corporations, but now, with AI agents, small businesses and startups can get in on the action.
There's a fantastic point. It's really democratizing access to these really powerful tools.
And that's exciting.
It is. So after listening to all of this, I want to know what resonates the most with you. What possibilities are you most excited about? And, what concerns do you have? Because it's really worth taking the time to think about how AI could transform your business. And, to be honest, we're just at the beginning of this AI revolution. And I think it's going to be pretty amazing to see how it all plays out.